for Grandad and we'll send it to him. Ready, go.
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the kids and all the kings and the horses couldn't put Humpty together again.
Okay, one more. You ready? Go.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Why are you laughing?
Okay, let's try Twinkle Twinkle.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
That's great! Hooray!
Two little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. One little man in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Three little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Four little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Five little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Six little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Seven little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Eight little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Nine little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. 10 little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. 12 little men in a flying saucer flew around the world one day. They looked left and right, but they didn't like the sight, and then they flew away. Two little men in a flying saucer.
Okay, honey, shall we go home now?
No. Let's play.
All right, just for a little bit.
This is a tea party. Would you like a cup of tea while you wait?
Oh, yes, please, Bluey. That would be lovely. I'm a bit parched as it happens.
Don't ask him if he wants sugar.
3 sugars for me.
Here you go.
I hope you've warmed the pot. Your dad likes it nice and hot.
And make sure you leave the tea to stew for at least 2 minutes.
It's not stew, it's brew, and it should be for 3 minutes.
Would you like milk with your tea? Yes, of course you would.
Wait a minute, did you put the milk in first?
No.
You must always put the milk in before the tea.
Oh, okay.
Milk before tea is best for me. And can I have a biscuit on the side? I like to dunk a nice biscuit. A wafer would be nice.
You can't dunk a wafer, it'll go all soggy. Don't be so silly, Marcus.
Well, I like a wafer. I like the way they go all soggy.
Oh, oh, Marcus. It needs to be a ginger nut. They're much stronger and they hold the tea better. Or an Anzac biscuit. They work well dunked. I'll just have a nice cup of tea and a piece of cake.
Sounds great.
Yeah! Ready, Bingo? pop press. One grew, two grew, and so did all the rest. They grew and did not stop until one day the pop went pop. I don't really feel like singing that one. 5 fat sausages sizzling in a pan. All of a sudden, one went bang. 4 fat sausages sizzling in a pan. All of a sudden, one went bang. 3 fat sausages sizzling in a pan. All of a sudden, one went bang. 2 fat sausages sizzling in a pan. All of a sudden, one went bang. 1 fat sausage sizzling in a pan. All of a sudden, one went bang. No fat sausages sizzling in a pan. All of a sudden, none went bang.
Sausages are ready.
Ooh. Ten green bottles sitting on the wall. 10 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 9 green bottles sitting on the wall. 9 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 8 green bottles sitting on the wall. 8 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 7 green bottles sitting on the wall. 7 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 6 green bottles sitting on the wall. 6 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 5 green bottles sitting on the wall. 5 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 4 green bottles sitting on the wall. 4 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 3 green bottles sitting on the wall. 3 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 2 green bottles sitting on the wall. 2 green bottles sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be 1 green bottle sitting on the wall. 1 green bottle sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there'll be no green bottle sitting on the wall. No green bottle sitting on the wall. And if one green bottle should accidentally fall, there wasn't actually any green bottle sitting on the wall.
Okay, Cinderella. Good choice.
Can you make it funny?
Yeah, okay. You help me. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella.
No, her name is Cheryl. Yeah, Cheryl.
And Cheryl lived with her stepsisters, who made her do all the washing and ironing and cleaning up, and they never lifted a finger to help. Oh, well, that sounds familiar. One day, the king announced a royal ball where his son, the prince,
Call him Leroy.
where his son Leroy would find a wife. Oh, I would so like to go to that ball.
No, do your funny voice.
Oh, I would so like to go to that ball. That's terrible. Suddenly, the fairy godmother appeared. Poof!
Her name is Madge.
Madge appeared and said, "G'day, darling. Let's get you ready for the big dance." So she, look, I'll skip all this stuff. It's getting late. She did a bunch of magic stuff, and soon enough, Cinderella was... Cheryl was at the ball when suddenly she saw Leroy cutting it up on the dance floor. Oh yeah. So Cheryl shimmies up and busts a few moves of her own. And Leroy goes, "What's cooking, good looking?" And Cinderella's all like... Cheryl. Cheryl's all like, "Not much, dude. How good's this music?" Oh, hang on. I missed the bit where Madge said something about midnight. No, I'll just wing it from here. Anyway, they had a great time. Leroy did his moonwalk and Cheryl did a few party tricks because she could pop his shoulder out of its socket, and it was all going well. But it was getting late, so Leroy said to Cheryl, "Thanks, Cheryl. I've had a great time." And Cheryl's like, "Yeah, you go all right." So then Leroy asked Cheryl if she wants to do some circle work in his new ute, but Cheryl remembers something about a pumpkin, so she legs it out of there. "Oi," says Leroy, "where are you going?" But she was off into the night on a dirt bike.
Calm. Bedtime, remember?
But she'd left behind a glass slipper.
No, make it something funny.
Any ideas?
Roller skate.
Okay, so she left behind her roller skate. So the prince...
Leroy.
So Leroy went from house to house trying the roller skate on all the ladies until he found Cheryl. And she put him on and they fit. And he was like, "Yeah!" And she was like, "Joyce!" And then they had a big wedding in Bali and the stepsisters accidentally wore the same dress and Leroy's dad fell in the pool. The end.
Again.
No,